Welcome back to our economics class. Consumers equilibrium. Who is a consumer? Are you a consumer? Am I a consumer? Yes, we are all consumers. When we think about the consume, all of a sudden in my mind came one example, that is, we are consuming more chocolates, we are consuming more food items, isn't it? And we are consuming again and again and again. What will happen? In the beginning, yeah, we are happy, satisfaction is there. And when we continue the same food and having too much, what will happen? We start to omit. That means the satisfaction or from the happiness or from that same food at a time comes down. So the person consume or the person buying various goods and services, and who is called consumer. And a consumer always a rational consumer. So who is a consumer? The person who decide to buy various goods and services which provide, which gives maximum satisfaction. And the person who is known as consumer. And this consumer always a rational. What do you mean by rational consumer? I have 100 rupees with me. And as a consumer, I want to know how to utilize that 100 rupees. As a consumer, always I try to maximize my needs or satisfaction within the limited income. Or if I can buy maximum goods within the limited income 100 rupees at cheaper rate, at less cost, I am a rational consumer. So a rational consumer means the consumer who seeks to maximize his satisfaction in spending his income is called a rational consumer. Then consumers' behavior. Consumers' behavior, for example, I plan to consume something from the market. I plan to consume a pen. And that consumption of the pen, that depends upon my income, isn't it? I'm thinking about my money in my hand. The price of the product, price of related goods. For example, I choose one pen, and the pen, we can see in the market, different brands of pens are there. So the price of the product, price of related goods, income or the money in hands of the consumer, and the taste and preference. Usually we have a taste of a certain pen. We are choosing a certain pen, right? So different factors affecting the behavior of the consumer. And in economics, the economists develop two aspects on consumers' behavior. One is equilibrium, consumers' equilibrium, and another one is demand, law of demand. Now we need to think about what do you mean by equilibrium. Equilibrium means equal satisfaction. In simple words, we are saying that when I am spending 100 rupees, I like to maximize the satisfaction which is equal to my amount, that 100 rupees. That level we can call it as equilibrium. Then it is a state of rest. That means I am deciding, yeah, this is enough. When you are having something, for example, ice cream, okay, your friend's birthday, and the friend decided to treat, and when you went to the snacks park and the friend is saying that, yeah, you can consume maximum, okay, and I have enough money, pocket money in my hand, parents allowed me to spend for my friends, so you can have much of ice creams. You are having first ice cream, you are very happy. Second ice cream, your happiness will increase. And the third ice cream, yeah, you are too much happy. Fourth ice cream, my friend, this is enough. Fourth ice cream, my stomach is filled, right? And but the friend is compelling you to have more and more. When you move to the, you finish the fourth ice cream and you start to have fifth ice cream. And the fifth ice cream, that happiness, that satisfaction start to comes down. And you just imagine that sixth ice cream, the condition of the sixth ice cream, condition of, not ice cream, condition of yours, when you're having the sixth ice cream continuously, you start to vomit, isn't it? That means that satisfaction, that particular commodity, in the beginning it's very high, then it start to decrease. So when you feel that this is enough, that point we can call it as equilibrium point. That is the point of consumer's equilibrium. And this equilibrium, consumer's equilibrium, we can learn with the help of two approaches. And one approach is utility analysis or utility approach, and another one is indifference curve approach. Today we need to discuss on the utility approach. Have you heard about this term utility? Utility means the man wants satisfying power of a commodity. That as an economic student, always you need one pen, one pencil, one eraser, one scale, isn't it? In your regular class, without these items, you cannot sit in my class, okay? So, for the pen can satisfy your needs. What is the need in economics period of a pen? Writing. If a pen can satisfy your needs of writing, that is what is called utility. Okay? So utility, what do you mean by utility? The one satisfying power of a commodity is known as utility, and it has three concepts. And this utility, total utility is the first concept, total utility, then marginal utility, another one is average utility. These three concepts I will explain with the help of a table.